Welcome one and all to the Cine Geeks podcast, powered by Road, where movies, TV, and all things geek collide. I'm Roy, still joined by my lovely co-host Angela.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey Angela. So, episode 2 ng ating reboot.
Oh, di ba?
Na-maintain natin yung reboot natin.
Yes!
Yay!
Yes!
Hindi tayo bumalik bigla. Audio pula kami. So, welcome to, episode 2 of our third season. Napa-season 3 tayo kagad na wala sa oras. Ang galing. So, last time on the podcast, we talked about the things that, we're so very thankful for.
Our Thanksgiving episode.
Kumbaga. And nabanggit natin doon sa dulo nung last episode na parang may mga bagay na pag sobrang thankful ka, you just wanna break into song.
Like diba? This?
Like,
okay.
Makaka-copyright na naman tayo. So, breaking into song.
Yes.
Movies.
Welcome guys to the Singing Geeks.
Singing Geeks.
Singing Geeks.
Actually, nakakatawa. Masabi ko lang yung Singing Geeks. Diba, gumagawa tayo ng mga natin, yung mga post-movie reactions natin.
Yeah.
Na you can find it on Instagram and TikTok. Actually, basically, parang yun na yung reviews natin eh.
Yung exit reaction namin paglabas ng sinehan
Yes.
talaga.
So, ako, in-edit ko yun sa CapCut. Not an ad, baka naman. Pero yung pag nag-edit tayo sa CapCut nung reels natin, tapos add captions, ba auto caption, yun eh. Thankfully naman, nahuhuli na ni CapCut yung Tagalog na tama. Pero pag yung Cine Geeks, alam mo yung nakailang permutation na tayo ng Cine Geeks na ibang pagkakasulat. Ano yun?
Singing Geeks.
Singing Geeks. Ito yung nakakatawa kahapon, nakita ko, Sydney Kids.
What?
Tapos, parang nung ginawa natin yung sa Running Man, yun nga yung singing. As in
Singing,
art.
as in art.
Singing geeks. So, naisip namin na parang, baka inuutosan tayong maganda tayo ng singing geeks.
Oh.
Yun. So,
ito na yun.
For this episode, we're gonna be talking
Prepare
about...
your ears, guys.
Oh my God. Parang iba yung prepare yung basta, sa reels ko nakikita yung prepare na something. Bye tayo. For this episode, we're gonna be, diving deep into our favorite movie musicals.
Yes.
Yes. In honor of the release of
Wicked for Good.
Yes, Wicked for Good in cinemas now. So, movie musicals. Sobrang laking part niyan ng tapestry ng sine in general.
Yes.
Talaga.
As in talagang kumbaga cultural event siya eh. Kapag ka merong isang musical na sobrang sumikat, talagang as in you will hear it everywhere. Nasa public or nasa everybody's consciousness.
That's
yung
true.
mga songs.
Oo, tsaka hindi lang siya parang yung, kasi pag sinabing movie musical, isipin ng tao na parang yung mga West Side Story, Sound of Music, and rightfully so na yun yung magiging idea nila. Pero, I mean, for the kids out there, you're going to be surprised na, mga LVN, Sampaguita, majority ng back catalog nila, puro musical din.
Mga Filipino films
talaga.
na musical.
Salsuela, ganon.
Pero ito I'm sure maraming parang may misconception about musicals eh. Kasi akala nila, kapag sinabing musical, lahat, the entire time, pati yung mga dialogue, yung usap, kinakanta din. Pero hindi lahat ng movie musical ganun.
Oo.
Kasi di ba, for example, Les Miserables. Di ba, wala siyang parang spoken word eh. Oo, wala siyang spoken word. Lahat ng mga sinasabi doon, true song.
That's true.
So, hindi lahat ng movie musicals ganun.
Actually, I mean, at the risk of people getting mad at me, masasabi ko nga na hindi nga musical yung Les Miserables eh. Para siyang borderline opera na siya eh. Kasi
Hindi,
pag
musical
opera,
pa rin siya, pero kasi theater musical siya.
yun, pero
From
kasi,
the theater,
yung
na
talagang,
ginawang movie.
Oo, talaga. Pero kasi pag sabi mo pag opera, yung opera yun talagang lahat dire-diretso. Kanta yung buong kwento. So parang
classic,
nagbo-borderline siya ng ganun eh. Kasi pag pinanood mo yung Les Miserables naman na play, even yung musical, may mga breaks sila talaga na yung may dialogue lang, hindi yung spoken. Pero I guess it's an artistic choice na they chose for Les Miserables. And gumana. May kina Hugh Jackman, kina Sacha Baron Cohen, ganun. May mga parts naman na hindi. Russell Crowe. Alam mo yun talaga sobra. Masabi ko lang na parang grabe yung mismatch nung pagkakacast noong mga sobrang talagang dekalidad ng mga musical performers. Even kahit hindi pa musical performers na proven, like, alam ko si Amanda Seyfried, parang dun siya nag-break out as like
A
a
singer?
singer eh.
Oo, hindi ko lang
oo.
alam kung classically trained siya.
Even si Anne Hathaway, she won an award for that. Hindi siya classically
Para
trained.
dun sa sobrang saglit niya lang, no?
Grabe, no? Parang 3 minuto lang, tapos nag-best supporting actress pa siya.
Eh, 3 minuto yung song. Pero meron namang konting extended naman yung appearance niya dun sa
Flashback.
movie.
Pero parang sa akin, ano yung naging ginawa ni Russell Crowe? Parang siya, may sama siya doon. Kasi every time you watch it, talagang sobrang engrossing nung presence ni Hugh Jackman.
Tsaka one of the things about Les Miserables, they recorded the singing parts live.
Oo.
Hindi nila ni-record ng in the studio. Kaya din parang isa sa mga stories na napanood ko sa mga interviews nila, hirap na hirap sila vocally. So, you should cut Russell Crowe some slack.
Sige na nga, fine. Russell Crowe.
Kasi live sila kumakanta.
Pasalamat ka naging Maximus Decimus Meridius, Gladiator.
Yeah.
Isa pa yan. That's another topic for another day.
Pero
Hashtag only one gladiator exists.
Yun yung one type of musical, yung talagang singing all throughout,
That's
yung
true.
hindi spoken. Pero mas marami akong gusto ng mga musical na parang nagka-cut siya into song.
True. And I guess that's the more widely known type of musical. May mga nabigit tayo kanina, yung West Side Story, and Sound of Music, yung ilk na ganon. Siguro let's get the ball rolling. Gabi nasimulan yung discussion natin ng favorite movie musicals dun sa movie musical na medyo meh tayo. Ikaw, what is one of your favorite movie musicals?
Ako, one of the all-time favorite ko is Chicago. Ang ganda-ganda nun, as in lahat ng performances, lahat ng songs, walang tapon. And yung mga songs niya, talagang hindi mo siya makakanta outside of the musical kasi. Talagang it's in the context of the movie.
Okay.
Kasi, except for All That Jazz, syempre. Yun talagang, yun yung parang medyo pop na for the radio audience, pwede yun. Pero yung mga like yung Mr. Cellophane, parang mahirap siyang ilagay sa context outside of the musical.
Akala ko ibig sabihin mo na hindi siya pwedeng kantahin sa labas, na parang talagang hindi mo siya pwedeng kantahin sa labas habang naglalakad ka lang. Mag-weird lang yung mga tao, kaya katabi Mr. Cellophane.
Kung main character ka, pwede mong gawin.
Tumatawid ka
Mag-break into song ka bigla,
tumatawid ka ng pedestrian. Ayun ako.
Yeah, Chicago. Yeah.
Sige, Chicago songs are fantastic.
Yes,
Anong
yes.
masasabi mo dun sa yung performances nga ninyo sila, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Renee Zellweger, and Richard Gere?
Ay, sobrang galing talaga. As in, the dancing, yun din, isa sa mga highlights yun. Talagang ang galing nila. Gustong-gusto ko yung isang song, yung parang Cell Block Tango. Yun.
Ay, ang ganda nun.
Ang ganda nun. Tapos, syempre, yung Roxy, Heart. Ang galing ni Renee. Ang galing ni Renee. Ang galing nilang dalawa ni Catherine Zeta-Jones. Wala na akong masabi talaga. And Richard Gere, siya talaga yung pinaka parang nag-stand out sa akin. Kasi I never knew, syempre, fan ako ng Pretty Woman. Hindi ko naman alam na, wow, kumakanta pala si Sir.
Akala mo siya yung kumakanta ng Pretty Woman. Ayun ako. Sige, sa'yo, Chicago. Ako naman, sige, magsimula tayo sa isang musical na malapit sa aking puso. Dahil kapanahunan ko to eh.
Okay, Tito, what's that?
Tito, grabe. High School Musical.
Ay, wow. We're all in this. Diyos ko.
Ano ba yung grabe yung nung panahon na yon na you can't walk 10 feet without hearing somebody singing any form of line of any song doon sa na yon.
Super.
Doon sa galing sa sining yon. Ito pa nga yung nakakatawa nun eh. Kasi nung kailan ba lumabas yun? Mga 04, 05?
Early 2000s.
Early 2000s. Wala pa kaming cable nun.
Okay.
Nung panahon na yun.
Oo.
Eh, parang quote-unquote social group ko nung panahon na yun. Ay, pupunta ka ng simbahan, Sunday school, yung mga ganyan, mga
Okay.
bata.
Ah.
Tapos madidinig mo yung mga bata, tapos sila puso ng mga, we're all in this together. Ako parang, ano yun?
Ay, hindi mo alam.
Shucks, what's that?
Oh.
What is that wonderful sound? That Pero yung parang, syempre, at saka hindi pa yun, hindi pa ganun ka widespread ang social media nun. So, i-research mo yun, i-google mo yun. Ano yung we're all in this together lyrics. Tapos makita mo yun yung kanta. Tapos, since yung mga internet cafe lang, ang merong mga mabilis na internet nun, may mga suki ako ng mga comp shop nun dati na parang, yung gagawa ka ng listahan ng kanta.
Pinapaburn mo?
Tapos papadownload mo.
Ay,
Magbibigay ng
wow.
CD, papaburn mo. Kasi, ito pala yung
Ano po yung paburn?
paburn. Oh my God. Alam mo yung parang nag-crack lahat ng joints ko bigla. Yung magpapaburn ng CD, tapos okay, sige, High School Musical 1. Yun yung gustong pakinggan. Kasi it's what everybody's listening to. Tapos buti na lang, nag-isip sila na, okay, sige, High School Musical 2. 2006. Laki kasi ano ko nun third year high school. Yun, lumabas. So parang sobrang big event ng Disney Channel. Disney Plus tuloy. Wala pa Disney Plus na Disney Channel pa. Sobrang big event talaga nung nung release nila. Tapos, fortunately, binalabas na yung parang, okay, sige, to prepare for High School Musical 2. High School Musical 1. Tapos nung pinalabas na, shucks, ito pala yun. Parang siyang sobrang mind-blowing experience. Oh my God. Ang galing-galing nila sumayaw.
Diyos ko, ang dami kong classmate na lahat feeling Gabriela nun.
Pero
As in
mga kasama na sa Gabriela ngayon.
As in talagang halos lahat ng Christmas party.
Yeah.
Ang sayaw nun. Ang production number nun, we're all in this together.
Diyos ko.
Nakakatuwa, no?
Grabe.
Kaya nga sinabi ko sa'yo talagang it's part of the parang the cultural consciousness kapag ka
Yes.
meron talagang nag-breakout na musical Kasi parang magiging soundtrack ng buhay mo din
That's true. And especially for, people of a certain age at a certain time. Yung tayo. Na the musical itself was, I believe, parang written with our generation in mind. So parang how we saw our struggles, our problems.
As students.
As people, may identity issues, yung gano'n na parang,
Yeah.
am I this parang quote-unquote archetype or can I cross over into another one?
Yeah.
Yung
No,
ganun.
stick to the status quo.
Di ba? Yung ganun. So talagang sobrang grabing ibang klase yung impact ng High School Musical talaga.
Yes.
Okay, so Chicago, High School
Yeah.
Musical. Ikaw naman, what's another favorite movie musical of yours?
Classic pa rin sa akin yung Dreamgirls.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sobrang napaka big revelation talaga ni Jennifer Hudson. Alam mo yung parang Beyonce is Beyonce
True.
Pero nung si Jennifer Hudson na yung kumanta, tapos yung acting niya pa,
Oo.
I know Dreamgirls was really made para i-prop up si
Yun ang sabihin ko
Beyonce.
na ano dapat yun Beyonce vehicle dapat yun
Dapat as best actress.
True.
Kasi they're gunning for parang Diana Ross kind na parang actress-singer, ganyan, na sobrang prolific and awarded. Pero si Beyonce, para talaga siyang nag-fade in the background nung si Jennifer Hudson na talaga yung, alam mo yun, as in, grabe pa yung kinikilabutan ako. First role niya.
True.
First role niya ever
That's
sa acting.
That's true.
Tapos sobrang impressive niya to the point na talagang ang tinapatan niya kaagad si Eddie Murphy and si
Alam mo,
si Jamie Curtis, right?
Jamie Foxx ba?
Jamie Foxx,
Jamie-
sorry. Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Lee
Curtis pala
Curtis.
yung pangalan niya doon. Sorry. Jamie Foxx, yes.
Ano kayo mukha ng Dreamgirls na kasama si Jamie Lee Curtis na?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Ibang-ibang yung Dreamgirls.
Sorry na.
Pero nakakatawa yung sa Dreamgirls kasi admittedly before tayo naging tayo, hindi ko pa napanood yun. So parang part of the quote-unquote film education bootcamp na nilagay mo ako under. Yung pinapanood mo ako ng Dreamgirls. Ako naman, yun nga,
May
tama.
watchlist ka nun
Oo, ang naisip ko lang na parang, okay, pag sabing Dreamgirls, yun na nga it's Beyonce.
Yeah.
And of course, yung Jennifer Hudson.
That's what you thought,
That's what I
Beyonce
thought.
movie
Yun
siya.
siya, oo. Pero nakakatawa kasi nung habang pinapanood ko siya nun, na parang akong, okay, kita ko yung bakit talagang sobrang awarded si Jennifer Hudson. Kasi parang sobrang continuous screen time niya and yet grabe yung kanyang
Impact,
presence
no?
and impact dun sa
Yeah.
story. Tapos, inisip ko naman, okay, asan si Beyonce dito? Parang, kasi di ba, nawala sa kalagitnaan si Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah, oo.
Tapos parang yung last third ng kwento, parang tungkol na dun sa character ni Beyonce. Pero parang, sorry to the, ano matawag sa mga fans ni Beyonce?
Beehive.
So, sorry to the Beehive out there. Pero, the Queen, stay na lang siya sa talagang kanta. Kasi doon talaga yung super duper strength niya. Pero kasi doon sa, pero,
it's worth trying again.
Ilang taon na ba yun? So, yeah, I guess I was gonna say that yun nga na parang worth a shot to try again. Pero yung sa Dreamgirls, medyo, let's talaga.
Talagang hindi siya nag-shine doon. Yeah.
Ang pinaka nakakainis out of that season, Oscar season, involving Dreamgirls, yung kay Eddie Murphy.
Kasi hindi siya
sobrang
nanalo,
galing niya
no?
doon. Hindi siya nanalo kasi
Oo,
biglang nilabas
yung Norbit, di ba?
Norbit.
Oo, that hurt his chances sa Oscar,
really
actually.
hated Eddie Murphy.
Hindi naman feeling ko nagkataon
Para
lang.
pero kasi, I mean, hindi ba ano yun? Hindi ba parang timed yun? Na,
Sino ba nanalo that year?
sino ba? Sige.
Hindi ko na maalala
Hindi ko na maalala na at
Oo.
the top of my head. Pero yun nga, parang siya dapat yung front runner of, best supporting actor for that season.
Yes, sayang, no?
Tapos biglang lumabas yung Norbit ng Pasko ata 2005 or 06, parang gano'n, kailan siya. Tapos biglang, wala na. Bye, Eddie.
Sayang.
Sayang.
Anyway, so me, Dreamgirls, ikaw.
Sige, we'll go with my next favorite movie musical. It might be sacrilegious for me to choose the remake over the original.
What's that?
Pero I absolutely loved yung West Side Story ni Steven Spielberg.
Really? Medyo
Over-
pan yun, ah.
Hindi
Really?
No. Sige.
Parang hindi siya kasing ganda nung original,
Pero
as far as I know.
Kasi, I mean, in retrospect, medyo unlikable yung leads nila. Yung leads ng movie in real life. For various reasons.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
not gonna get into right now. Pero, kumbaga, ito kasi, yung pinapanood natin yung West Side Story nung 1960s. Yung sina Rita Moreno. And actually, part din naman si Rita Moreno nung remake. So, yung original Rita Moreno, West Side Story, sobrang niyang fever dream nung dating niya. As with any piece of art created in the 60s,
Okay.
na talagang yung sobrang art, pop art, yung mga art deco, yung parang talagang, kasi hindi siya
60s
nag-realize sa
talaga.
set eh. Yung 60s aesthetic talaga niya eh. And I'm
So
not
it's a
saying
product
na,
of its time, gano'n.
oo, but I'm not saying it's bad. Kasi I love Mad Men. I love the 60s aesthetic talaga. Pero, kumbaga, kung musical siya, for me, gusto ko na i-immerse ako dun sa world of the musical, of whatever the story is going on. Yung world kasi ng West Side Story 60s, sobrang abstract nung settings niya.
Okay.
Like yung Rumble. It's just parang a rooftop na red background. So para siyang hindi siya in a real place, so to speak.
So, mas in a real setting yung kay Steven
Yung
Spielberg.
kay Steven Spielberg.
West Side, yeah.
And for me as well, I mean, Spielberg is one of my favorite directors.
Okay.
And there is just this magic that he imbues the West Side Story, mythos with. Kasi yung tipong, yung grabe yung scope nung musical itself. Yung the movie, the music is very expansive. Sobrang talagang yung Tonight, yung ganon.
And to be fair, kay Rachel Zegler, magaling talaga siya kumanta.
Oo.
Maganda talaga yung boses niya talaga.
True. Huwag natin pag-usapan si Ansel Elgort.
Bakit naman?
For a multitude of reasons.
Maganda rin naman siya kumanta, pero parang medyo nakulangan ako sa kanya dun sa movie na
True.
yun.
So, ang talagang strength talaga ng West Side Story ni Spielberg is sino nga, Zegler is fantastic
Si
singer.
Ariana DeBose, magaling din siya dun.
Yon na Oscar-winning performance ni Ariana DeBose. Yun yung pinaka-favorite kong sequence dun sa West Side Story na.
Yung kay Ariana DeBose.
In America.
Yung
talagang nagsimula dun sa parang shop nila. Tapos,
Ay, ang ganda ng production
grabe
value
yung production.
nun.
Alam mo I'm just hearing it. I'm in a hoodie pero I'm getting goosebumps.
And
Just
yung
remembering that sequence.
yung costume and makeup.
Yun. Talagang
ganda.
it's bagay na bagay, Marriage Made in Heaven, yung material na West Side Story, if I'm not mistaken, that's Sondheim.
Yeah.
Diba? Plus Spielberg.
Ay, hindi ba siya Andrew Lloyd Webber?
Diba? Bernstein pala. Oh my God. Revoke my movie musical fan now. Bernstein and Spielberg. Grabe yung mix ng ano.
So, correct me if I'm wrong. So, you really loved Spielberg's version of West Side Story kasi
Yes.
he made it cinematic.
He made it cinematic, he made it epic.
Hindi siya parang limited in a stage
Oo.
na parang sort of like parang Hamilton, gano'n, na parang halata mong nasa theater stage siya.
Alam mo, sige, ang ganda na sinabi mo yan sa Hamilton. Thank you for bringing that up. As a musical, I love Hamilton. Sobrang galing nung
Ay, oo,
kanta.
grabe.
One of the-
Groundbreaking yun.
Oo, one of the greatest musicals of all time.
Beautifully written talaga.
Yes. Pero I have reservations if they are going to try to make it into a movie.
Really?
Kasi
You don't think they can make that cinematic?
part ng appeal ng Hamilton para sa akin is kung gaano ka sobrang creative nung pagkakagamit nila nung miss-ansan nila eh. Na talagang everything happens within the four walls of that.
The room
that's
where it happened. Yeah.
Na talagang yung makita mo na yung stage, di ba? Iba-iba yung purpose yung parang mga crow's nest, yung mga catwalk sa ibabaw. Makikita mo parang balcony siya nung asawa ni Hamilton. One scene, tapos the next scene, parang doon nagpaplano yung mga founding fathers. So doon nanggagaling yung inherent na parang nakakakilig na creativity.
Yung charm niya,
Yung charm. So parang ang mangyayari doon is mawawala yung charm eh. For me and I'm not, this is just, for me, if there is a way, if there's a director out there who's gonna be able to talagang, make an absolutely engrossing and cinematic version of Hamilton, then
Yeah, I'm
all
excited
for
to
it.
see that actually.
True.
I'm very interested to see how they will turn that cinematic na especially it's happening in different places, 'di ba?
Yun.
Oo, so I think it's made for movies actually.
Well,
Oo, parang
True.
mas written siya for cinema
kung
talaga.
gaano ka punchy and upbeat din talaga yung mga kanta ni Lin-Manuel. Galing talaga ni Lin-Manuel. Ikaw, sige. Ako, West Side Story ni Spielberg. Ikaw, favorite movie musical?
Okay, ano pa ba? Ito, for sentimental reasons, kasi ito yung sa mga favorite ng dad ko na talagang pinapanood niya sa akin. It's funny, kasi pinapanood niya sa akin to mga 5 years old ako.
Wow.
Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ Superstar.
Tito,
Kasi
rest in peace. Grabe.
may
5 years old.
may pagka rockstar kasi yung dad ko eh. So mahilig siya sa mga rock opera. And para sa akin, sobra kong parang medyo na-culture shock ako. Kasi parang yung main character ng Jesus Christ Superstar is Judas, 'di ba?
Yes, actually.
So parang para sa akin, itong papa ko, ba't pinapanood sa nung tumanda na ako? Hala?
Tapos lang
Hindi, tapos hindi man lang in-explain sa akin yung ano.
Kung ano yung konteksto nun eh, no?
Pero I guess, kaya niya siya gustong-gusto kasi musician kasi, my dad was a musician.
Yes.
And he really loved all the songs in
Oo.
that musical.
That's
Talagang, ano siya napaka eclectic. Kumbaga, meron siyang rock, meron siyang parang may pagka-reggae minsan, tapos may ballad, may power ballad.
Grabe. Ang sobrang grabe yung yung boses nung, sino nga ba yung si Jesus doon? Ted Neely?
Ted Neely,
Ted
yes.
Neely. Tsaka yung, nakalimutan ko yung
Si
pangalan
Judas,
ni
si
Judas.
Carl Anderson.
Yun.
Yes.
Yung, grabe yung
Range, no?
yung range ng boss. Kasi nakakatawa na, yung ginawa yung Jesus Christ Superstar, that was the era of yung hair metal, yung mga Kiss, yung mga kasagsagan nila yun. Ito yung mga talagang falsetto na rockista eh. Pero yung, grabe yung pagkakagamit ng skill ni Ted Neely doon na talagang, oh my God, kaya yun, kinikilabutan naman ako. Ako naman Jesus Christ Superstar. Sige, ang ganda na, actually, that became also one of my favorites. Thanks doon sa yung aking
Nung pinapanood ko siya
movie
sa'yo noon.
education bootcamp mo sa akin.
Okay.
Sinabi ko kanina, kaya hindi ko nagustuhan yung original West Side Story na 60s movie kasi it was abstract.
Limitation nung production niya.
Hindi ang limitation eh, yung kanyang artistic choice niya.
Okay.
Na talagang yung nightclub, the scene, anong nightclub na setting doon? Red background. Hindi siya yung parang talagang lugar. Pero dito sa Jesus Christ Superstar kasi, the abstraction of
Ayun,
the setting.
medyo abstract din siya.
Hindi medyo, abstract talaga.
Oo.
Na makita mo na parang yung market
Oo.
nung kung saan yung scene na yung nagpumunta si Jesus dun
Parang
sa...
nasa ruins siya.
Nasa
no?
ruins lang sila. Tapos para siyang sobrang... nakakatawa sa kanya, and correct me if I'm wrong yung pagkakaalala ko, para siyang the movie nung Jesus Christ Superstar is supposedly parang a play in a movie.
Parang ganon.
Parang ganon
may,
siya eh.
may meta
May meta
factor
element siya
oo.
na this merry band of players.
Oo, parang theater troupe na nagpunta
Oo.
lang dun sa desert to shoot this musical.
Yes.
And then bigla silang nag-out of character. Di ba?
That's true. Oo. Pero yung ganung it leaves so much to your imagination to parang just
Exactly.
fill in the blanks and the music standing on its own.
Oo.
Ibang klase talaga. Ingat, Ted Neely.
Yeah.
Kids, if you haven't seen Jesus Christ Superstar, yung 70s
Oo.
na film, go find it. It's one of the best movie musicals talaga of all. One of the best movies of all time.
Yes, yes.
Ako, for me. So yun, Jesus Christ Superstar sa'yo. Ako naman, eto. Ito talagang sobrang just because I just love it. I mean, no one is going to convince me otherwise this is a bad musical.
Okay.
Hairspray.
Good vibes yung movie
Sobrang
na yun.
nakaka-good vibes.
Comfort film ko yun eh.
Oo. Same. Ito nga nakakatawa. Yung You Can Stop the Beat. Yung ending na song.
Oo.
Ano ba, pinangtatakbo ko sa gym dati.
Oo.
Yung pag yun You Can Stop the Beat, bibilis na yan. Magiging from 6 kilometers pa, magiging 10 kilometers na yung takbo niyan. Pero yun nga tama. Sobrang yung nakaka-good vibes.
Sobrang good vibes talaga.
And it features one of the best performances of John Travolta
Oo.
for me.
Alam mo, even under all that, yung
prosthetics
bodysuit niya, yung bodysuit niya,
Ah.
talagang kita mo pa rin talaga yung galing niyang sumayaw.
Ang galing.
Oo, parang ang galing nga eh, 'di ba? Nakatago, nakailalim yung katawan niya dun sa ang laki ng bodysuit.
Prosthetics niya.
Pero talagang nakikita mo pa rin yung movement ng hips niya.
True.
For some reason.
And it's funny kasi nga just a few days ago, hindi man doom scroll, nag-ano tayo, parang kung saan tayo dinadala ng algorithm ni YouTube. So bigla natin nakita yung mga clips ng Saturday Night Fever. Oh my God, grabe parang ang lambot ng katawan ni Travolta. Ibang klaseng magsayaw talaga. Talagang pro. Talaga.
John Travolta or Kevin Bacon?
Travolta.
Travolta pa rin.
Ibang
John
klase.
Travolta or Patrick Swayze?
Travolta.
Okay.
I mean, I love kasi in the context of those two other films, yung dun sa kay Bacon kasi, yung Footloose, ramdam mo yung talagang sobrang fun teen energy. Yung lalo na dun sa ending na. Na for some reason, parang puro glitter yung nasa screen.
Very cool lang kasi yung
Yun.
dancing style ni Kevin Bacon.
Pero, alam mo, a case can be made for Patrick Swayze. As parang contemporary ni Travolta in terms of parang yung pro-level dancer.
Okay.
Kasi, ang lamang lang talaga ni Travolta, ako sa akin mas ano lang siya, mas earlier lang lumabas or nakita ng mundo. Yung galing niya. And in turn, I mean, hasa din niya
Okay.
yung kanyang skill. Kaya tuloy pagdating ng, let's say, I mean, even nga yung sa Pulp Fiction yung sayaw nila ni Uma Thurman.
Ay, oo.
Yun, sobrang ano lang nun
Iconic yun.
muted yun, pero iconic yung ganun talaga. Ay, nako. Pero yung the songs are, also what elevates Hairspray. For me into God tier status.
Yes.
Ano na yung finale? Sobrang galing talaga nung lahat nung involved doon. So, Hairspray for me, ikaw naman.
Siguro ito na yung last ko.
Sige.
Wicked. Wicked 1.
Part 1.
As in, alam mo, hindi ko mabilang kung ilang beses akong teary-eyed and sobrang goosebumps. Parang every song yata, ang lakas ng palakpak ko, wala akong pakialam sa mga ibang Pero feeling ko nasa loob ako ng
talaga.
teatro.
Oo.
Oo. Kasi parang, it really just parang makes you feel like you wanna just clap and parang standing O ka.
Lalo na yung The Wizard and I.
Yun, dun pa nga lang.
Dun
Sabi
pa
ko,
lang.
umpisa pa lang. Gusto ko nang magano.
Binabanatan na tayo kagad.
Kasi, especially the story. The
Yes.
story was so well written.
Oo.
yung movie I'm talking about the movie. Ang ganda ng pagkakakat niya sa dulo.
Oo.
Kasi I think yun din yung kung saan nag-intermission.
Yung intermission, yes, that's true.
Oo. So, tama na doon nila nilagay kasi parang it ended victorious and on a high note.
Oo.
And parang i-relate ko lang dun sa Dreamgirls kasi Ariana talaga yung pinaka-ginamit nilang marketing dito sa One
Oo.
Pero, not like Beyonce in Dreamgirls, not sobrang nag-fade in the background siya kay Jennifer Hudson. Ito, Cynthia Erivo, just really leveled with Ariana, stardom, star level.
Grabe.
Talagang hindi ako masyadong familiar sa work ni Cynthia before. And that's on me. Pero talagang grabe siya talaga. Ginulat niya ako talaga.
So, yung masabi ko lang kay Cynthia Erivo, may pinakita ka sa aking clip sa Instagram. Yung parang may nagvi-video ng concert niya. Tapos parang Pinoy ata yung nagsabi na, I love you, Cynthia! Tapos bigla si Cynthia, what is that?
What is that beautiful accent?
Di ba, mas ano ba? What is that beautiful accent?
Bumubulong lang si ate.
Is that Tagalog? Are you Filipino? Yeah. Is that Tagalog? Tapos bigla siyang,
In fairness,
nakakatuwa siya talaga.
tama yung sabi niya ng Tagalog.
Okay,
Sabi niya,
ganda din
akala ko sabi niya, is it Tagalog?
Tagalog.
Hindi Tagalog. Tagalog talaga. Oo.
Yes, Cynthia.
Yes, Cynthia.
Yung the only Cynthia we like.
Huh?
Anyway, Wicked. Ako, I heartily agree.
Yes.
As somebody na admittedly hindi ko napanood yung musical. I mean, kasi ang daming...
Yung stage musical.
Yan. Ang daming opportunities over the years. Sobrang either limited yung runtime niya or sobrang sold out agad ang
Oo
mga
nga.
tickets. Ang hirap makakuha. Tapos ilang beses tayo napasok ng scalper, kaya wag na. Pero yung
Ingat kayo sa scalper, ha?
Deson,
Guys.
wag kayong bibili sa scalper ng ticket. Yung Wicked na movie itself, you're right. Grabe yung pagkaka-pace, phenomenal acting, phenomenal pacing.
Yes.
Yung songs, grabe yung... Kung yun doon sa West Side Story, okay? Pwede mong magawa siya sa Wicked na yung observation na the movie made it more cinematic, more epic. Kumbaga, yung Wizard and I. So, grabe nung naalala ko nung second time natin pinanood siya. Talagang masigabong palakpakan.
And i-share mo nga kung ilang beses nating pinanood.
Okay, so...
Sinigig's Confession.
Okay, so nung... Kailan ba to? Pinanood natin yung Wicked for Good. November 16?
17?
16. So pinanood natin yung Wicked on HBO Max. Streaming there now. The night before, para ma-review tayo. Yung pagpanood natin ng Wicked nung gabing yun, the night before, that was the 6th time
Sixth time.
we saw the movie.
And the only time we watched it on streaming.
On
kasi
streaming.
the other 5 times sa sinehan.
Yes po. Ganun ka namin
Pati yung sing-along.
Pati yung singalong putik. So, hindi naman namin gustong-gusto yung Wicked Part 1 no? Hindi naman, hindi masyado.
Hindi naman. Hindi
Pero,
halata.
yun na nga. Akala ko yung sabi mo kanina nung sinimulan mo na, hindi mo na mabilang ko ilang beses na, ano sabi mo, napanood?
Oo.
Akala ko sabi mo, hindi natin mabilang ko ilang beses nating pinakinggan sa kotse.
Oo.
Yung soundtrack niya, from start to finish. Walang skip. Hindi, may isang skip. Sorry, Dr. Dilamond. Medyo, sa akin yung something bad.
Something bad.
Medyo skip ko na yun. Kasi pagkatapos nun, Dancing Through Life na.
Let's just skip.
Yun na Jonathan Bailey.
Dancing Through Life, yes.
Yun, so, Wicked. I heartily agree with you. It's one of the greatest movies din. Wicked Part 1,
Ang galing ni John M. Chu, no?
Yun, oo. Galing ni John.
He
Jonathan
also
Bailey.
directed yung Crazy Rich Asians.
True. Tama ba ako ng alala? Si John Chu din yung mga Step Up, di ba? Yung kina Channing pa ba?
Or 1 or 2?
Yung mga ganun. Oo.
Hindi ko sure. Ang alam kong sa kanya, yung Now You See Me 2.
John Chu din. Galing talaga. Sobrang magical talaga gumawa ni John Chu.
There is a fantastical quality
Yes.
kapag gumawa siya ng movies. Kasi kahit yung Crazy Rich Asians, especially yung wedding scene,
Oo.
parang actually medyo may
Parang
pagka-wicked-ish.
True.
Oo.
So, those are siguro mga existing movie musicals na favorite natin. We're ending on Wicked Part 1. So, ngayon naman, I guess we can go ahead and talk about
Yeah.
our thoughts.
Which brings us to...
Yes, let's bring us to Wicked for Good. So, if you've seen our exit reaction of Wicked for Good, sinabi ko na medyo ramdam ko yung parang kailangan kong pakiramdaman dun sa sine.
Yeah.
In terms of pacing, kasi nga yung mga tone
May
shift.
tone
ganun.
shift siya talaga.
Oo. And
And I
ikaw,
think that's how it's written din naman talaga kahit yung stage
Yung
play.
stage play.
Parang ito na yung kumbaga Empire Strikes Back eh.
pero kasi, ang nakaka bewilder lang for me. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off the deep end. Simulan na natin. It doesn't have the same parang narrative propulsion as the first one. Kasi grabing sobrang plot heavy niya.
Sobrang plot heavy niya pero it doesn't really give you time to process
Oo
or
eh.
to simmer in
Oo.
it. Oo, kasi ito na yung high stakes part eh.
True.
'Di ba? Andito na yung consequences nung part 1. Consequences,
If
Key
you
and
know, you
Peele.
know.
Pero yeah, I think they cramped it a bit. Hindi ko alam kung bakit kasi mas maiksi to kesa dun sa part 1. I think this is 20 minutes shorter than Wicked Part 1. So I don't parang
Hindi ko
it
din
doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense kung bakit. Kasi parang if anything nga, di ba?
They should be longer.
True. Like, I mean, ang tawag ko doon personally, yung the Return of the King rule. Kumbaga, kapag matatapos na yung scene, yung story.
Ang dami mong
the trilogy.
kailangang plot lines
Oo.
na kailangang
That's true.
close eh.
Kaya, tsaka sorry, masabi ko lang din, isa pa. Yung Wicked for Good, part of its much ballyhooed additions are 2 new songs
Yes.
na hindi part ng original musical.
Para sa Oscar consideration yun eh. I think kasi
I mean,
parang
oo naman.
hearing the songs, parang hindi siya masyadong nakadagdag or nakatulong sa story itself.
Tsaka parang hindi siya kasing feels nung mga existing Wicked songs. Parang it feels different. Hindi siya kasama dun sa parang kung gaano ka flighty and bouncy. Even yung mga ballads nung unang Wicked na movie, like yung I'm Not That Girl, 'di ba? Parang medyo feels out of place yung new songs. And in my opinion, they could have just used the time to, parang
Develop the story.
develop the story more. Kesa yung merong ganong extended plot lines involving new songs. Kasi parang the songs itself, for me, it already reinforces what we know about these characters. Kasi yung...
Tsaka hinted na rin naman sa 1 kung saan pupunta yung kwento.
Yes. Kaya kung imbis na sanang nagkaroon ng, parang songs na parang padding, kumbaga, sana, dinevelop na lang nila yung flow. Kasi yun nga, medyo parang parang stop-start eh. Hindi siya kasing parang talagang yung wave na parang nadadala ka nung una.
Just like the first one.
Just like the first one. Ito parang, kasi yung songs are still top-notch. I mean, I'm talking about the existing ones, The ones na yung gawa talaga ni, pangalan nito?
Steven Schwartz.
Steven Schwartz. Yung mga existing na gawa ni Steven Schwartz na kanta for the musical. Yung when those songs play, talagang the feeling of Wicked Part 1 returns. Pero when it stops and the movie goes into plot mode, parang biglang
Nagsa-slow down.
down.
Bumababa yung energy.
So parang I was trying to parang get a feel na parang, okay, when is the flightiness, when is the bounciness gonna kick in? I understand it's a very heavy story, yung Wicked for Good, and parang siguro, you can say it's foolish of me to expect that, pero parang yun yung trademark ng musical Kaya nga siya enduring for 20 plus years
Yeah. Pero hindi pababa talaga yung energy niya.
True, I guess.
Pero, with that being said, ako naman, ma-appreciate ko naman yung performances pa rin.
Oo.
Kasi yun talaga yung parang hindi mo na matatawaran
Talagang strength nitong scene nito. Dalawang scene nito.
Although, feeling ko, mas nag-shine pa rin yung dalawa, Cynthia and Ariana, sa 1 pa rin talaga.
Yun na nga And I guess we can chalk that up to the movie's focus on plot. instead of
Character, yes.
Yun.
Oo.
Kasi, I mean, pero in spite of that,
Ang galing pa rin. Ang
punta na
galing
tayo
pa rin.
sa positive part.
Yeah.
Itong discussion
Si
natin.
Ariana,
Galing talaga.
I've never seen her in a dramatic role.
Mm-mm.
Lagi siyang comedy, SNL, and yung sa Don't Look Up, di ba, meron din siyang cameo doon.
Tsaka yung mga sinauna niyang mga Sa Aming Cat.
Oo, yun.
Victorious.
Very, very sitcom-y
Yes.
yung acting niya. Pero dito, parang medyo makakakita ka ng konting layers of drama.
Yes.
Yeah, may gravitas.
Oo. May switch dito. Na bigla mag-flick na switch. Tas
Which
talagang-
makes sense din naman.
Well, oo. Pero yun na nga eh. I credit that to Ariana Grande's acting.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ariana Grande
Butera.
Yan. So talagang ang galing ni Ariana dito. Cynthia Erivo is Cynthia
Phenomenal,
Erivo.
as always.
Like, oh my God, Cynthia. Boses,
Gusto ko din yung-
acting. Oh my
Gusto
God.
ko din yung acting ni Jeff Goldblum dito. Hindi na siya ganun ka-quirky as before.
I'm gonna have to push back on that.
Really?
Oo.
Oh,
Kasi ito sa akin.
hindi.
Sorry, masabi ko.
Hater. Joke.
Grabe, anim the best ko napanood yung part 1. Paano ako magiging hater? Hindi, sige. Doon sa part 1, how we got to know the wizard, I guess. Bagay yung Jeff Goldblum was perfect for that. Kasi sobrang yung flighty,
Quirky.
bouncy, quirky. Not just him, but the whole movie around him. Pero, and I love Jeff Goldblum to death. One of my favorite actors. Medyo, I was looking for another flavor of acting para dun sa heavy stuff na binigay na kinikwento dito sa For Good.
Nakuha ko naman yon.
Okay.
Nakita ko naman yung drama chops niya dito na medyo nag-gear shift naman siya ng konti. Hindi na siya yung sobrang comedic yung atake.
I guess. Siguro, parang I can also chalk this up to parang alam mo yung parang unang panood.
Yeah, we
Na
haven't
hindi pa
seen it
oo.
again.
Hindi pa nag-crystallize sa akin yung hulma ng sine, kumbaga.
Yeah, tama.
Pero,
Si Michelle Yeoh, parang nag-double down siya dun sa villain role niya. Mas nakakatakot siya dito actually.
scene chewing. Chewing the scenery. Scene chewing. Chewing the scenery talaga si Michelle Yeoh dito as Madame Morrible. Fantastic production design pa din. Again, the actors are still great. Medyo lang ako, parang medyo ang konti na Jonathan Bailey.
Oo nga. Medyo kumonti yung screen time. Pero kasi, feeling ko theory ko lang, baka ginagawa niya na din kasi yung Jurassic at the same time.
Pwede. So parang na siya,
Hati na yung time niya.
focus niya.
Yeah.
Siguro to wrap this up na lang, you're going to, after you see Wicked for Good, okay, I believe na you're going to see The Wizard of Oz, like the 1930s movie,
Oo,
in a
sobrang
very-
build-in niya na.
in a very different light.
Exactly.
Talagang, kung dati pinapanood natin yung Wizard of Oz, nung bata tayo parang, Wizard of Oz, yay, we're off to see the wizard.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Yung nasa time zone ba? Yung favorite namin yung sa time zone. Time zone. Yeah. Huwag niyong tatanggalin yung Wizard of Oz na machine doon, kahit anong mangyari. Pero yung, kung gaano ka parang cheery for us as kids, remembering it. Parang after For Good, parang siyang medyo, natatakot na akong panoorin yung Wizard of Oz.
Talaga.
Hindi siya dahil sa parang, scary imagery, pero parang siyang yung the context of
True.
everything that was happening around the
nga.
story.
Especially about the Wicked Witch, no?
And especially yung foursome na yun, yung the
Ay, oo.
Scarecrow, the
Ay,
Tin Man,
lalo
the
na si
Lion.
Tin Man, oo.
Oh my God,
Grabe.
Tin
In
Man.
fairness, ang galing dito ni,
Ethan Slater.
Ethan Slater, si Godolkin.
Si Thomas Godolkin. Where are you from, Tin Man? I'm from Godolkin. I'm from God You. Ay, nako. So, ikaw, would you still recommend Wicked for Good?
Oo naman, oo. Kasi syempre, as a completionist, you need to see the rest of the story
That's true.
unfold. And yun nga, right in the feels naman siya eh. I'm pretty sure marami pa rin makaka-relate dun sa kwento talaga ni Elphaba. And especially yung friendship nila, it's very relatable. You know, yung you don't see eye to eye with a friend but you still have love for them. Maraming ganong situation eh. 'Di ba? na
Hindi ako magsalita.
hindi, ang
Baka
pag
ano
i-hold on mo na lang yung pinagsamahan ninyo.
Ay, nako.
Pero
Yeah.
sometimes, hindi na rin talaga meant to be ipagpatuloy yung friendship.
That's
Ganon.
true. Oo. May lamata talaga. Oh, I mean,
Oo.
yeah, it's a heavier movie
Than the
than the first one. Kasi especially yung ano dito, yung parang quote-unquote showstopper. Itong For Good. Dito mo na talaga mararamdaman yung sinasabi mo na parang yung talagang years of friendship. Talagang you're very sad to have to let it go. Pero that's the only recourse that you two have. Kasi kung magiging magkaibigan pa rin kayong dalawa, toxic na kayong dalawa for each other. Parang ganon.
Oo. Kaya dun sa mga listeners natin, meron ba kayong friend na gano'n? Na parang ang dami niyong pinagsamahan.
True.
Tapos kahit na ayaw niyong mag-part ways, parang hindi na rin talaga nagme-make sense. Alam mo yun?
So,
Mas masakit yan kaysa sa relationship breakup Yung friendship, breakup. Oo.
talaga. Yeah. In the feels. Sobrang kirot-kirot talaga ang Wicked For
Oo,
Good.
makirot siya.
I also heartily recommend it. Especially, fans of the original musical, I'm gonna love it. Completionists, the ones who love, part 1. Ako kasi mas more parang ano lang siya. Nitpicks ko siya as a film viewer. Yan. Pero I will still heartily
Yes.
recommend it. So,
To our listeners, by the way, i-comment nyo kung ano yung mga favorite nyong musical.
yes, please.
And share nyo din kung ano yung mga favorite nyong songs doon. O kung meron kayong mga kwentong musical.
Oo.
Katulad ng mga kwentong sine natin. Share nyo lang.
Kung
Or
meron
you can
kayong,
DM us.
Kung meron kayong ex na nag-break kayo habang nanonood kayo ng musical, kwento nyo din yun. Go ahead. So, yeah, I guess that's it for this episode of the Cine Geeks podcast. Talking about movie musicals. Again, we are powered by Rode. And for my co-host Angela, this is Roy. Thank you once again for tuning in or listening to the Cine Geeks podcast, where movies, TV, and all things geek collide.